Location is everything. Almost every single safety critical decision we make in exploration and production is dependent on the correct positioning of our data and assets. Information that's associated with the correct location can be described as having geospatial integrity, and a failure at this integrity could compromise the quality of our data and analysis, or worse, the safe execution of our operations. After all, what good is our data if it's not in the right place? Here at the Royal Observatory in 1884, the Greenwich Meridian was established, a line of 0 degrees longitude separating east from west. And having a single prime meridian brought together the world's cartographers on a universal plane, allowing them to join up their maps, making way for things like safe maritime navigation and large-scale nautical charting. And okay, we can get into a conversation about GPS discrepancies and plate tectonics, but the point is, since then, there's always been recognition of the importance in determining correct location. Today, 133 years later, I'm part of this continued innovation in geomatics. Much like the scientists trying to standardize geodesy in the late 19th century, in modern hydrocarbon E&P, it's essential that we're working off consistent mapping systems, particularly in our commitment to no accidents, no harm to people, and no damage to the environment. The Common Operating Picture, or the COP, is a platform that meets this need. Essentially, it's a GIS, a Geographic Information System, designed to assist emergency responders in the event of an incident, anything from, say, an oil spill to regional political unrest. The COP integrates diverse spatial information, things like bathymetry, ecological data, vessel positions, or satellite imagery, into a single common geospatial interface. And this then makes it much easier for users to coordinate and communicate, and allows responders to make quick, well-informed decisions. In my role as a surveyor, I led the development of the COP in our Angola business. Drawing on company and industry standards, we created a COP system that incorporated all of the critical geospatial data needed to respond to an incident, things like priority ecological sites or potential resources at risk. We also leverage functionality in the COP to allow users to quickly identify environmentally sensitive areas within the spill trajectory, for example, as well as the ability to record information from the field, things like wildlife observations or the real-time location of response vessels. And this innovation was a great improvement from previous scenarios, where responders were either running lots of different individual offline mapping systems, or all of the geospatial work was done on paper. In Angola, I successfully ran the COP unit during an exercise simulating a major offshore oil spill, with stakeholders present from the government, other oil and gas operators, and international response organisations. And the value that the COP brought to the response was recognised by many of those involved, and safety leaders in the business were keen to then implement the system elsewhere. Outside of Africa, I went on to support the COP at exercises in the US for our downstream business, as well as upstream operations in Canada. And in all of these cases, utilising the platform to ensure safe and responsible exploration and production activity. When Hurricane Harvey caused catastrophic flooding in Houston last year, I was deployed in country to lead the COP support for the humanitarian assistance team. Working alongside the country's incident management team, I helped account for all our employees and coordinate the response effort in remediating their damaged homes. And the company's response to this natural disaster, in particular the mapping capability, was recognised and also utilised by the media and other external organisations. Crucially, wherever the COP has been rolled out, there's been a real noticeable improvement in our relationship with stakeholders, whether that be government regulators, environmental groups, or even the general public. The COP and the resulting focus on geospatial integrity has become the cornerstone of incident response. From some of the first hydrographic charts drawn here in Greenwich, to the digital, cloud-based, multi-platform common operating picture we've developed today, that's why I'm proud to be part of the innovation of location.